in many ways, when we start dating someone, we carry our past with us, right? Like when bad things happen to you in your other dating life, that's of course going to be projected a little bit into what's going on with you now with your new partner. And for guys, many times, building trust or feeling trust about the person they love or the person they're with and maybe think they love is really hard to do. If you're with a guy and he is still struggling to trust you, and you don't think it has anything to do with anything you've put out there, like you've been trustworthy, you've tried to ease his mind, you've tried to really commit and show him ways you've cared about him, but still you find he's not trusting you, I want to give you some reasons, especially in male psychology, why they may not trust you. First of all, I do think when you go through a breakup, I think guys take it much harder. The way they react to it is not manifesting what's really going on. A lot of guys have trouble really expressing their feelings and feeling sad, and they don't have a big network to support that the way many women do. So I want to give you some reasons why he may not trust you. The first is he may be extremely insecure. This could be from his upbringing. This could just be his feeling of not really connecting with other people, or maybe he is very aware that there's something going on with him that is not received well by significant others. Whatever the reason, that would really take some discussion. He could feel very insecure, and that would make him less trusting of you. He thinks you're out of his league. Maybe if he has ideas about different women belonging to different leagues or classes or whatever you call it, when a woman who is from another, maybe in a more affluent background or a more sophisticated upbringing than his, he may start feeling bad about himself. He may start feeling like you're not in his same league. You're not part of his people. And that can make him feel very untrustworthy of the relationship, perhaps even of you. He was cheated on before you. You never forget if you were cheated on in the past. And if he had someone who cheated on him in the past, who he really cared about, that's going to truly show up in your relationship now. One of his parents cheated. When kids grow up watching one of the parents cheating or hearing about one of the parents' infidelity, it is carried very close to the heart. And in a way, it should be, because when you're a child, two of the most powerful people in your life are your parents. And if you saw them fail with infidelity, then many times you'll think, what hope is there for me or for anyone else that they wouldn't cheat on me? And so this would be an area that you would have to discuss, maybe bring up, be curious, and talk about it. A mental health professional would be better able to address it. But if he hasn't gone to counseling, then you can be a good friend and discuss that with him. Maybe he's controlling. Sometimes men feel very strict about their boundaries and what their partner's boundaries should be. And they don't necessarily discuss it, but their actions will point to that they're possessive or controlling. Once again, this is not a deal breaker, but it is something that the two of you need to discuss. He caught you lying in the past. Any time that you're untrue, that you are dishonest with your partner, especially if this is a partner that has a hard time trusting others, you can bet they're going to hang on to that. So one of the things you can do is clean up your act and make sure that you're not lying or giving them mistruths or being vague, that you are very outright with your words and your actions follow through. He may be overly jealous. Sometimes people's temperament is more jealous than others. And if he's overly jealous, if he feels like the scarcity model, that there's not enough to go around, that surely you could not love him and still keep friendships of the opposite sex, then that's going to be an issue for the two of you. And it's very important that you talk about. Your relationship has hit a plateau. He's afraid of lost feelings for him. that you may feel like you no longer are cherishing him or finding him significant. When a relationship hits a plateau, then that's obvious that unless both partners put in effort, it's going to die. And if it hits a plateau and your partner starts seeing you're not interested anymore, you're negligent of it, you're abandoning them a little bit more at night, you're more casual in your relationships rather than making them a priority, I think that's going to reflect and make a partner less likely to trust you. And he's cheating on you. That can very well be another possibility, because when someone cheats on their partner, they're more aware that it can happen, that it's easy to do. And so right away, someone who is cheating will become more jealous and controlling of their partner if they're worried that maybe their partner is cheating too. And if he has cheated on someone in the past. If your partner has cheated on someone significant to them in the past, then many times what they'll do is, in a relationship again, they'll find those same feelings, those same cues that they had the last time they cheated, and they will follow through. The most important thing you can do is to notice what's going on, to try and bring it up and address it, and then encourage him to seek help and offer that you'll go to the counselor with him. But basically, a relationship that has no trust will not be able to survive. And if you think you've got something that is not only survivable but thrivable, I would encourage you both to do that.